Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to take a look at how strong can you make the Falcon using the legendary pilot. So yeah, we have the Falcon equipped with the glory weapon on the middle slot. If you're kind of wondering, how come there aren't any weapons on this side, I'm going to explain that in a bit. We do have last stand anti-control, advanced repair unit, and this is the legendary pilot. So this legendary pilot, according to the description here, basically gives you 10% more damage, but only to the middle weapon slot, so the second one. And we are running the Traditionalist Falcon, and with this skill, basically if you have this skill equipped on your Falcon, you get more health, 50% more health, but in exchange you cannot go into Fangs Out mode. So if I have this skill, I can't use the side weapons. That is the reason why I actually removed it. Because quite often, those weapons tend to get caught on edges and stuff, and it can be really annoying. So that's kind of the reason why I removed it. I know some players say to put weapons on anyways, that way you can kind of trick your opponent into thinking you have a regular Falcon. The only thing is, if you're playing in Champion League, it's pretty much assumed that you're probably running, this skill, because it is the strongest build really for the Falcon. So yeah, that's the reason why I removed those weapons. As for the rest of the skills, you can check it out. And next up we have the leech. So on Monday I released a video with this bot, the new one, running 4 storms. If you happen to miss it, I'm going to put a link in the top right corner of the screen so you can check it out. There are going to be more videos covering this bot with different builds and stuff, but we do have a hybrid build with Corona and Storm, Last Stand, Thermo Nuke, Anti-Control, Phase Shift, and here are the pilot skills. And moving on, we have the Behemoth here with a bit of a hybrid build as well. I have Glory and Thunder. I'm just going to see how this works. I'm kind of curious actually. So we have a Last Stand, Thermo Nuke, Phase Shift, and here are the skills for the Behemoth. And next up we have the Fenrir. So this has the new skin. I can show you here the Midas skin. Okay, and this is from the event. Someone actually recommended this build. I'm also really curious about this build because I think it can actually do really well. The Exodus with the Igniter weapons. We have Last Stand Heavy Armor Kit, Advanced Repair Unit, and here are the skills for the pilot. And then lastly, I have a bit of a mid-range corrosion build with the tier. Sting and Wasp, Thermo Nuke. I did not put Last Stand on here because it is a range build. I don't want to stick in this for too long. We have Lockdown Ammo, and here are the skills for the tier. Okay, so I guess I'm going to run 2 games rather, running the Falcon with the Glory. I might switch out the weapon for the second game, so we're going to see how that goes. But the main focus is really to see, how strong the Falcon is with this legendary pilot, giving, the middle weapon more damage, especially if you are running the Traditionalist Falcon. So, yep, let's hop into game number 1. Okay, so game 1, we have dropped in on Rome map, and I've decided to start with the Falcon here because I think it could be a very good beacon runner. It has a lot of health, or at least it takes a while to bring this thing down if you have Traditionalist, and on top of that I have quite a bit of firepower with the pilot skill, but also shot grouping on the Glory. So we're gonna see if we can get this beacon here. These guys are probably gonna keep on dropping in. I'm trying to get here as quickly as possible. Let's deal with this Strider here first if we can. What I'm doing is I'm paying attention to just how much damage I'm doing with this one Glory. Okay, so we have an invader here. We're gonna deal with this guy next. These guys have 4 beacons on us. Let's try to see if we can get this guy out of the picture here. Come on. There we go. It's gonna take a while for this guy to kill me. Oh geez, they just keep on dropping in here. And I'm trying to heal. Oh. Gotta be careful with that guy. Guy hell dive me. Let's take this guy out if I can. It's him. And this guy. Come on. Godlike. Okay, finally we got... No, yep, I think we got this beacon. Nope, jeez. This guy's trying to flame me up. He's going to be dropping here soon, so I'm going to move this way. And there we go. Stay just close to this beacon here because I'm not sure if there's anyone... Yep, so we managed to hold this down. And look at my health still. But the main thing that I'm really focusing on is actually how much damage I'm doing, you know, with this weapon. Got another Falcon here. Looks like he's running Glory too. There's a guy going to that side. Let's see if we can maybe push for center. I'm gonna actually try to heal up here. I wonder if I can get into the center here. This guy's shield's gonna be dropping soon. Here we go.
Double kill.
And I think one question that I'm sure a lot of you guys are asking or are thinking about, you know, is it really worth it getting this legendary pilot? You know, what is kind of different between this and the others, other than the damage? I think actually if you are going to be leveling up only like 3 or 4 pilot skills, then I think it actually makes a lot of sense to get this legendary pilot. If you are planning on actually maxing out that pilot, then I think that's kind of where things start to, or at least the way that I see the pilot changes. The reason why is because let's just say you were to level it up all the way to level 70. You know, when the meta changes, you know, players start running different bots, for example, like the leech, and you were to move this pilot onto the leech, you're going to have a bit of a problem because you're going to be stuck with that skill that applies only to the Falcon and not to the leech. But like I said, if you're going to upgrade, I think 3 or 4 pilot skills and you don't plan on upgrading it to max, then I think it kind of makes sense to get the pilot. Sorry, I'm just concentrating there because there was an attack here on this side. We're going to try to get this guy the minute his shield drops, which should be now. Here we go. So yeah, I definitely think it's actually worth it based on the damage that I'm seeing. But again, if you're going to max it out, then I think a regular pilot might be actually more suitable. But if you're only doing like 3 or 4 skills, and I can see it working. Which I think actually would be the majority of the players, if you know, I was being honest. So yeah, if you run a Traditionalist Falcon, definitely like the skill. I think it will help a lot. Oh geez, is it down 3 versus 3 here? I'm trying to do my commentary, just playing casually, and then I realize, wait a minute. It's like, oh, there we go. I wonder if I can get this guy. I think this guy might be actually in an Ares or something. Oh shoot, his buddy just dropped in too. What is he in? Holy crap, he's gonna come around the corner and he's gonna see this. You know what? I'm gonna get close here. Closer, closer. Oh man, maybe this guy should be first. Oh jeez, one shot. Whoa, one more shot. I'm in their spawn with this thing. Holy crap. Where's the other guy? Oh, he's gonna get me. He's so gonna get me. I can't get him. Totally got smoked there. And I'm looking to see like what's going on here because this is pretty crazy. Let's just try this build. Actually, you know what? I've run this build for a few rounds now. I definitely do not recommend it at all. Because I found most times I went down and I had to engage like close range and it yeah, wasn't great at all. But you know what? You never know unless you try these things. But let's just take a look to see, you know, how we did here in this game, because most of that damage was actually done, you know, with that Falcon. And it only has 1 weapon, so it really is like a super shoots. So we ended up doing 2.7 million, 14 kills, 4 beacons. And let's just take a look at my teammates here. So this player here is in Champion League. He is running multiple Ares, level 9 or 8 to level 11 on his bots. Pilot's not really leveled up, but you can see the weapons here are pretty actually high level. So this is actually a very good example of what players need to do. You know, really focus on your weapons. It makes a huge difference. And let's just take a look at this player over here on the other side. And this guy is running pretty leveled up stuff too. Even their pilots are kind of coming along nicely. And this player over here, also in Champion League. And this guy is running from level 7 through to level 11 on the Invader and Falcon. And there are those weapon levels and low level pilots. And before I hop into game number 2, let's just take a look at my honor points. So here are the honor points. So yeah, I think what we're going to do next is just hop into game number 2. I actually might change my weapon. I'm thinking maybe run something like the Avenger just to kind of check out, how that works, because I could actually see it being, very effective even with the Avenger on there. So yeah, let's hop into game number 2. Okay, so game 2 we have dropped in on Rome map once again. This is actually kind of interesting because we got the same spawn. This time I'm using a different weapon configuration here for the Falcon. We have the Avenger weapon. I also have Sharpshooter and Speed Shooter to help with the damage output, including obviously the legendary pilot on here. And this is actually a lot harder to do. Let's see if I can hit this guy, because he is in stealth, but I think I am hitting him. I'm aligning my Avenger up here. Yep, it looks like he's moving. Am I getting him? That's going to let my teammates at least get that beacon, but this guy's going to go for a home. Uh-oh. I got to chase after him with my Falcon, and there's a bit of lag here too. Can we get him? He's wondering what's going on. Can I get him? Come on. I might be getting him. They have 2 Lokis. Oh man. They have another guy. Oh jeez, I'm gonna have to run beacons here. I'll be getting trolled. And there's an Aljung. Okay, I'm gonna definitely go for beacons with this Falcon. One thing though that I kind of wish that I actually had now was the glory on here, because it allows me to lock players down so I can get those beacons. When it comes to using the Avenger weapon, it's actually a lot harder to use it. There's a guy behind me. Let's just heal up here. So you can see it's a lot harder for me to aim at close range, with this weapon, which is kind of the reason why I prefer the glory. And now I have to wait for like a while. There's a bit of lag there. I'm gonna lock onto this guy, see if we can take him out here. I actually need my my heal here before my last stand kicks in. That's a lot harder to hit that guy. We can probably take out this guy.
Double kill.
Oops. Where is he? He's gonna land, so we can get him here. And now I have to run because we're on reload. This guy's taking a while too because he's fired all his rounds here. So I should be able to win this. Let's do that. Oh, this is going to be even a better comparison here. So we're up against another Falcon. I've got to be careful though to get too close to the outskirts of this beacon, because otherwise he's going to lock me and push me out. And this is where the glory tends to excel. So you see how he was trying to push me out, but he can't. He didn't get me, so I'm making sure that I stay inside the circle here. Man, this is going to take a while. Oh, he's getting hit really bad here by my teammates. And we should be able to get him. There we go. Man, that took a while. It took 3 guys to bring that guy down. And now we got to go for the center. So let's see if we can take out this Leo here. I'm just going to push forward here because these guys are getting another beacon on us. Oh jeez, more than another beacon on us. They're in our home. Oh man, what does this guy have here? Come on guys, we need another beacon. There we go, we got 3. I've just got to sit here now and deal with this guy. I'm on reload. Come on, come on, come on. I've got to survive here. This guy's hitting me too. I'm going to get hell dive. Come on. Heal! Oh, that's close. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. And another guy here. Oh man, did they get that beacon? I hope not. Yes. Holy jeez. And they are, I think they got that side beacon. But you know what? We might be down a player. I'm looking at the players here. They got 6 and we have 5. I have 23,000 health. There's no ways I'm going to be able to, survive this next engagement here. Yep. Oh man. Okay. Time for the leech. I might have to move this side. I'm gonna leech onto this guy here. Let's see if we can deal with this guy. 4 versus 5. I've been leeched onto someone has got me with their leech, because I can see here we have 5 seconds before we can use ours. I'm actually going to try to push right through here if we can. Yep, that's a leech. Let's go for this guy. I'm going to charge up his shield so that it works against him. Let's do this as well for this guy, charging his shield up. And oh, that was crazy. It's now 2 versus... Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this guy. Just charging up, their shield here so I can redirect it to this other player. It's now 2 versus 4. Oh no, this is gonna be one of those 300 moments. Oh, and my teammate's not on that side either. Okay, we're gonna have to do this here. Hold on. Redirect to this guy, charge his shield up.
Double kill.
Let's go for this other player here. He's gonna go for that beacon. I gotta kill this bot here quick. Hurry! That guy. Oh no, they're getting that beacon too. What is my teammate doing? I'm gonna have to push the side beacon. It's 2 versus 3, but I think my teammate must be in a Spectre Vortex, which is actually a really bad bot to be in. I gotta defend this beacon. We don't have yeah, this guy. I think that other guy might have used his shield here. Let's see. I think he did. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him. I got to take him out quick. Yes. Okay, and this guy too. I got to get this guy quick. You know what? Beacon, beacon, beacon. Beacon! Ah! Hurry! I might have to get this beacon and then sacrifice this bot. Let's just see. He's going to come around the corner here. If we can lock him. Got him. Okay, we got this beacon here. What I can do is, let's just see which is the quickest one. Just go for the tier quick. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time here. Oh shoot. Nope, I'm not. That was close. I was thinking of maybe using either the tier or the Fenrir to get another beacon, but we didn't have enough time. I think, my teammate there, I think he had a Spectre Vortex or something, and I saw it at the end. And I don't know if we were down a player, but this player only scored 195,000. But yeah, we ended up doing 3 million, 15 kills, 6 beacons. Very exciting game there. And this player here on my team is in Champion League. He is running level 8 through to 10 on his bots. Not really leveled up pilots, and I'm looking at their weapon levels. Sorry to that player that just sent me an invite. Their weapons are kind of matched with their bots, so that's a good start, by the way. Just need to focus on your weapons. And apologies again, we're doing a video here. Let me just take a look at what this player is running from level 6 through to level 11 on their bots. Apologies again. this is kind of the reason why I disconnect from Facebook. This player is running from level 7 or 6 to level 11, and you can look at their weapon levels. Their pilots are kind of low level, working towards leveling that up, I guess. And this other player over here, let's take a look at what he's running. So from level 9 through to level 10 on their bots, and their weapons are they're moving it to MK2, so that's always a good thing to do. Their pilots are coming along nicely. This one is level 40. And yep, so I'm going to take a look here at the honor points, since you guys always ask. So here we go. And before we end things here, let me just go back to my Falcon so you guys can see the changes I made to this bot. So we have the Avenger here instead of the Glory. And over here, I changed, the other skills. I had Speed Shooter here and Sharpshooter for the Avenger to really help output that damage a lot quicker. The nice thing I think about this build is it tends to do really well on larger maps, but you're going to find that when you engage like another player, whether it be a Falcon at close range, it's really hard to actually aim the Avenger at them if you compare it to something like the Glory. And obviously the Glory at close range, you can lock a player down, push them out of the beacon radius, capture the beacon, and that's really the advantage of the Glory that I like. But yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of the build. What do I think of the legendary pilot? As I said in the first game, if you are going to level up, let's just say you got this pilot through the events, and you're kind of debating on whether you should level it up. If you are going to get like 3 or 4 of these skills, then I think it's definitely worth it, because you're not going to max it out, right? So that's obviously a good thing. The thing is, if you are going to max it out, the risk that comes with it, and it is a risk because we all know that the game changes, the meta changes. If you had to move this pilot to a leech, all of a sudden you are stuck with the skill here that is attached to the Falcon. So really, you are only going to be using 6 skills. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the downside to it. But if you're only going to level it up like 3, 4, then I could definitely see this working, especially if you do run the Traditionalist Falcon. I mean, you could run this skill here you get with the pilot. You could run this with like Mechanic, maybe Armor Expert, and if you had like a Glory, I would do something like Sharpshooter. So you could always do that, and you don't even have to do that with the Glory. I mean, you could use Invulnerable Raider or something, but that's just my opinion in terms of whether this pilot is worth it. It really depends on how many levels you plan on leveling it up, and just be prepared that at some point the game is going to change, and you will need that pilot for the other bots. But yeah, that's my thoughts, and let me know in the comment section below if you have perhaps won this Falcon legendary pilot, and are you using it on your bot? And what do you think? If you had to win this, would you use it on your Falcon? And that's pretty much it. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet subscribed, consider subscribing. Until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.